Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here. We are going to learn about the free transform because the free transform is pretty good. There are things in there that you may not realize you can do. So I've got my eyebrows here that I used before, and I can go to edit and I can go to free transform and I can go to change this around, and I can turn it around, and I can do all kinds of things. If I hold the corners down and I hold down shift, I can pull this out and I can keep the same what's called aspect ratio. So it keeps the same proportions and it keeps it in the same orientation. If I start moving one corner, it just makes one side fat. So what did I want to do? Well, I actually want to make this have some kind of humanistic kind of look to it. So I put some human eyebrows on it. What better than putting a human mouth on it? So I went into Unsplash and I found a human mouth. Surprisingly, with a similar color set of lips, which is almost perfect. So I cut this out using my destructive methods as usual, and I left the mouth here. The thing is that inside this mouth, let me give it a label so I know where it is. Inside this mouth, if I turn this around, Control Alt and T, if I turn this around, the thing is, it's not particularly, it doesn't match the photo. What I need to do is I need it to bend around the flamingo's face here. So I need to give it this ridiculous smile. So what I do is I grab the corners with Control and I just grab one corner like this, and as I start to move it around, I can start to move my mouth around so that it changes, just like we tried to do in Paint.net last year. Is now I can start to move this mouth around as though it's wrapped around the flamingo's face. And if I grab the corner and start to change where my horizon is and my vanishing points, and I understand what Mr. Dallas has been teaching us about vanishing points, is that now I can start to bend this. If I start to make this bit a lot wider, my vanishing point will match this vanishing point here, because you can see where the whole mouth is going. I'm going to grab that around there like that, and what I might do is leave that in a ridiculous place like this. I'll probably have to trim that around, and I might go and trim the feathers around or something like this. I'll go and blur the feathers. I might go and blur it out. Who knows? I could just go and put the opacity down so it looks like it's coming through the feathers a little bit. It's looking more and more sinister every day, isn't it? Right, Year 6. That is how to use the free transform tool. As always, Year 6, good luck.